In Tanzania, where the sun feels as if it could set the earth ablaze, and every gust of wind carries the weight of scorching heat, there are still people who walk with unwavering resolve amid the quiet of nature. They are the Hadzabe, the last hunters of the African continent, living in a modern world, yet carrying the soul of ancient times. So on the road ahead, as they face whatever awaits them, will victory belong to these brave men, or to the untamed wild? Join me, and let's discover the answer together. The fire from the night before has faded to a few glowing embers, a thin trail of smoke drifting softly through the morning mist. Without many words, they check their tools and begin a new journey. Rugged lands of Tanzania. Long before the sun can spill its blazing light, a group of Hadzabe hunters is already awake. I follow behind, my feet far more accustomed to city streets than dusty earth. My footsteps are drowned out by the subtle sounds the Hadzabe instantly recognize. The distant thud of an antelope's hooves, the faint rustle stirred by the wind, and above all, the quiet signals rising from within the ground itself. In a moment where I sense nothing unusual, he has already detected the presence of a giant porcupine, an animal that prefers the cool, hidden tunnels deep beneath us. A small burrow lies tucked beneath the roots of a dead tree. Soil flies onto my face, warm and gritty. My breath falls in rhythm with the forest's own. The Hadza dig deeper and deeper, each layer of soil unfolding like another page in the earth's ancient memory. Porcupine dens usually sit about 8 feet underground, turning this pursuit into a test of both strength and endurance. The porcupine is lifted out. A quiet sigh escapes the group, followed by proud, unspoken smiles. The hunt ends not with cheers, but with the gentle joy of people who live in harmony with the forest. Returning from a demanding hunt, the Hadza bring back their precious prize, a heavy wild porcupine. The hunt may be over, but another ritual begins, the ritual of fire. Layer by layer, the porcupine's fur and quills are burned away, its charred skin releasing the unmistakable aroma of wild game. When the flames have done their work, they scrape off the ash, carve away the meat, and place the large cuts over the glowing red fire. The entire tribe gathers, sharing every portion. No one keeps a piece for themselves. Every bite, every laugh, every glimmering gaze is proof of a simple but enduring philosophy. Sharing is how they survive in this harsh, beautiful wilderness.
Most excited to eat.
Tomorrow, they would set out again, hunting, surviving in the wild, just as their ancestors had done for over 50,000 years. Perhaps, for the Hadzabe, hunting is not merely about survival. It is their way of holding onto the soul of the primal world, where man, earth, and fire become one. In the harsh lands of Tanzania, where the scorching sun burns the earth, the Hadzabe people still preserve their primitive way of life, just as humans once did at the dawn of time. Armed with poison-tipped arrows and the sharp instincts of those who have become one with nature's rhythm, their hunts are about far more than just finding antelopes. In this land, every drop of blood spilled draws other predators, who will claim the feast, the Hadzabe tribe, or the rulers of the wild. Before every hunt, the experienced hunters of the tribe gather around the fire, preparing their tools and offering prayers for a successful journey. It's also a time for them to share wisdom and strategies with the younger men, ensuring everyone understands the plan clearly. Within the hunting group, each member has their own way of tracking and striking prey. But above all, unity remains the most important rule. Every step of preparation is carried out with utmost care. They bring along bows and arrows fletched with dried bird feathers to help them fly straighter and steadier against the wind. And arrows tipped with a deadly resin extracted from forest plants, potent enough to bring down large animals with a single shot. The Hadza's chosen prey is the antelope, symbol of speed, agility, and unyielding awareness. Early mornings and late evenings, when the temperature drops, are the times they come out to graze on grass and tender leaves. For the Hadza tribe, this is the golden hour to hunt. They begin to track their prey, studying faint footprints pressed into the warm sand, the rustling of leaves, and the lingering scent in the air. Here, everything is measured in silence and patience. The hunter must move swiftly, like a shadow weaving through dry grass and thorny bushes. Once the prey's location is clear, they crouch behind low bushes, moving swiftly and silently. When the distance is just right, the bow is drawn tight, an arrow shoots through the air, swift and precise. The antelope struggles to break free, but the poison on the arrow slowly weakens it with every breath. Eventually, they find the animal collapsed among the dry, yellowed grass. Cheers erupt across the plains, shattering the tense silence that had filled the air moments before. Once again, victory belongs to the Hadza tribe. As the sun sinks below the horizon, the vast savanna glows in warm shades of gold and amber. It's the moment when the hunters set aside their bows and arrows, making their way back to the village after a long day's hunt. The camp quickly comes alive with excitement and laughter. Everyone has a task. No words needed. Each person busy preparing for the feast that celebrates their successful hunt. The crackling of the fire, the bursts of laughter, the sizzling of meat, and the rich aroma filling the air. These are the most peaceful moments of the Hadza community, preserved through generations to this very day. Everyone revels in the lively atmosphere. No one is in a hurry. In this moment, everything flows in harmony. People, fire, and the precious gift from the land that has sustained them for thousands of years. As the first pieces of meat are perfectly roasted, the Hadzabe follow an age-old custom, offering the finest portion to their leader, the symbol of strength, wisdom, and guidance. It is more than just a tradition. It is an act of reverence, a tribute to the one who leads them in the struggle for survival and carries forward the timeless values passed down by their ancestors. The men sit together in a circle, quickly sharing the antelope's freshly hunted organs. They tear the meat with their hands, bite down hard, savoring every piece, making up for the hunger that had followed them throughout the long day. Amid the unpredictable changes of the environment and nature itself, the Hadzabe continue to live slowly, in rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth in distant East Africa. In their humble meal by the fire, there is no excess, no display of wealth. The true value that remains is gratitude. Gratitude for the sacrifice of the creatures they hunt, for the land that nourishes them, and for one another, as they share both hardship and joy on this sun-scorched, windswept savanna. As the glowing fire fades and turns to quiet embers, the wilderness returns to its ancient silence. Every sound melts into the wind, leaving only the faint breath of the earth and sky. And when dawn breaks once more, footsteps, tracks, and chases will begin again, an endless cycle that stretches on without end.